Hey, Dohalim, I assume? Yeah, Renan leader. Sick. Is that an AoE heal right there at the bottom left or the top left? Please, I'm begging. AG up is nice. Improved healing arts. Good, very good, don't get me wrong, but please, just a small crumb of AoE healing, I beg of you. Defense plus 50, holy cow, it's really good. After taking charge of the situation and relieving the people of Lennigus of their fear, Dohalim stands tall, no longer burdened by his past. Crazy. I'm just gonna immediately give you this. Congrats. Increased down damage is pretty good. Ground Dasher, 4 AG. An advanced Earth Art that gushes rocks out of an Earth Fissure. Sounds sick. What was I trying to max out? This, Penetration 30, pretty good. Resistance 30, also pretty good. Elemental Defense plus 20 is very meh, but these are really good skills. Attack limit up is really good. AG restored by perfect evading and guarding is pretty good. Alright. A lot of good stuff going on there.
Looks like the people of Lennigus can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
No, I think Law gets most of the credit. Honestly, personally, I'd put all that on Law. It's been a while, I think, since we've walked around as Kisara. Let's walk around as Kisara for a bit. Skit time.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time, too.
You, a Renan Lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master. That's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
Yeah, I wish Zephyr was still around too. You ever, when you're playing a Tales of game, just wish that all of the characters could meet Gaius from Tales of Xillia? I would love for Dohalim and Gaius, like after his line about kings and all that, I would love for Dohalim and Gaius to just sit down and have a chat.
How long have you known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
I liked that. Leaving the nest, skit after skit.
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning. You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work. Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest. A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
Kisara really is best team mom in A. There is no denying that.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
You and the ranch, man. How do we even check back on the ranch when we're in friggin' Lenegus? It doesn't make any sense. Hey, dude, yeah, can you contact my ranch back home? Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. All right, we continue the money-making scheme of creating and selling rapig meat that I have come up with. There we go. Easy peasy. What have we got to sell? Yeah, I was about to say, should have some stuff. I am loaded on cash. Look at all that. How we doing with accessories? Did I ever get the thing to make the Mystic Crest? No, I still don't have a mysterious fragment. Dang it! I need one. I need one. Half AG costs 50%. 50% chance to have an arts AG cost. That actually seems really, really good. And they're all tier 5s. Coup de Grace seems kind of lame. I think we talked about this before. Half AG costs 20%? Does this stack to a 70% chance? Just a 70% chance that every time you use an art, it costs half of what it should? Does this work like I think it does? That actually sounds amazing. I could probably put this on Alphen. I've wanted another, like, warrior crest to just give me an attack buff for so long. I'm gonna make both of them just to steal skills. But, like, that sounds so insanely good. Yo, CP cost minus 10% also sounds pretty sick. Might want that at some point. I'm just going to craft all of these. Man, I wish we could make the Mystic Crest already. I literally just, if I could just get 3 tier 5 Mystic Fragment, or Mysterious Fragments, it doesn't matter what skills are on it, I'm just gonna make it have whatever skills I want from other things, but I need it to have 5 slots to put, I want to put it on Dohalim, Rinwell, and Shion, without a doubt. I'm also a little tempted by these lucky bangles, to be honest with you. So many Transcendent Pebbles. I'm gonna look at some of these that specifically have good stuff. Casting time, down damage, both seem good. Craft that one. Rare drop rate, up L could be good. Boost God's charge rate, pretty good. Penetration 120, make that one, make that one. I should make, at some point, I should make a drop rate up accessory that just has rare drop rate up L, like ×4. So that if I'm ever at a point in the game where I need to, that probably won't need to be done on stream. That'll probably be something for like my own time, potentially. I realize this is taking a lot of money, by the way, but we don't need to buy anything else right now, so I'm okay with doing it. Just make them all. But, if there's something I need to do in the... Oh, it won't even let me look at it if I don't have the money for it. That I need to do in the post-game that is like... or to get the platinum trophy on my own time, where it's like you have to get this item drop or it would really help or something, then I can totally go out of my way to do that using a really good drop rate up thing. Wait a minute. Not type. Acquired. We should have some stuff to sell. Yeah, I got quite a few of these. Got a chunk of these. Couple of those. plenty of these. Hopefully not giving away too many of them. Paralysis Stinger, I don't think is something we're going to need in the future. That ought to do it for now. These are the Hex Breakers I've been getting. Oh, these are super cheap to make. I'm not even going to bother looking. I'm just going to make them all. Incredibly cheap to create these and steal skills from them later. Oh. This costs 4K. Other than the casting time minus 5%, those don't actually seem that good. Alright, alright.
I'd like to check their wares, if you don't mind.
Would it be additive or multiplicative? It would stack. I don't think the stacking is additive. That's what I thought. Maybe it even makes it possible to have a small chance that both proc, so it'll quarter the cost. I don't know. I think it'll just make it 70%. But I don't know. I mean, Lone Wolf says it stacks. Lone Wolf is normally really good about this kind of stuff. So let's do... I want Alphen to use the AG reduction thing. Where was that? Where was that one? Half AG cost, chance 50%. That is not how probabilities work? What do you mean? That is not how probabilities work. We're not talking about the probabilities of percentages. We're just guessing if it's an additive or a multiplicative. If it's multiplicative, then it, like, multiplies the 50 and 20% together, which is possible, but I feel like is a weird way to go about it in games like this. If it's additive, then it just makes the 50% go up to a 70% chance. Because it just stacks the 20% on top of the 50%. That has nothing to do with how probabilities work or don't work. It's just a question of how the game designers did it. Did the game designers make this ability make it where percentages on items are additive together and then they run their probability, or if they're multiplicative together from the very start? The CP cost reduction stuff and the casting time down are definitely additive stacks, so the half AG cost should just be the same. Yeah, I agree. All right, so we definitely want to make this thing max level 5, because this is what I'm going to put on Alphen. And then we want to try to make it better. Attack plus 60 is pretty good. We can keep the attack plus 60 for now, at least. Enhance that bad boy. Dark damage, worthless. Free, oh no, wait, no, I'm not looking at the same thing anymore. Let me see from... Where is the thing? What was it? It was tier 5 something or other. Show me... Is it support? Stamina? It's stamina. This one. Transferable. Oh, that's right. You have to max out the other thing to transfer from it, don't you? Yeah. So, I mean, would it be possible to get enough half AG cost chances that it just makes it where all of your arts cost half AG? Now I'm wondering if this is how it works, because, like, you could make it a 90% chance with 2 of them if it is additive, which seems insane. But also, you're giving up your accessory slot for it, so you're giving up the chance for, like, you're giving up 2 of your 4 slots on the 2 other 20%. And your main skill is AG cost, so, like, you're giving up attack up or defense up or anything else like that just for letting you spam more AG. So actually, maybe it's not as broken as I initially thought. Yeah. Let's for right now, let's just put the thing on Alphen. Because I definitely want him to have it. We've had this 3 tier 1 for way too long. Where's my stamina? There we go. Very nice. All right, lost some attack, but also we can spam more attacks now. Easy way to test this is just go into combat with maximum... Oh, yeah, if we made it where it was 110%, you'd need three half AG costs on your thing. That would put you at 110%, right? Yeah. And on one hand, that does seem crazy, right? Because you'd be thinking like, oh, there's no way the game would like allow you to just have all of your AG costs. But you also have to take into account that you're giving up an accessory. You only get one accessory slot in the game. You're giving up an accessory that could raise your attack by 15%, and you're also giving up 3 of your skill slots on that just to make it where your AG is halved, which is good, but not like, I don't think is like phenomenal, like the best thing ever. Like the casting time reduction is definitely the best thing, without a doubt. Of course, that's only good on characters that cast. Yo, are there any side quests around here now? Can I still not fast travel? I still can't fast travel. That must mean oh, I need to go to the exit. Okay, understandable. No side quests, it looks like. All right, well, let's keep the story going then if I can't do anything else at the moment. Well, chat, you guys keep an eye on when I'm using arts and see how often it halves the chance. We'll take a sample and see if it looks more like 70% instead of 50. If it does work that way, I don't think I want to go all the way up to 100%, even though having it would be nice, like guaranteed. I feel like I would be fine with just 90%, because I wouldn't want to give up a 3rd slot in the accessory thing to bring it up from 90% to 100. I would rather just have the 90% and then have like an attack plus 120 or something. You know what I mean? I think is how I would prefer it. Good old Lenegus. I am really interested to see what's going on Rena, because no one on Lenegus apparently has ever seen Rena. I like the fact that we're going to Rena and there is some kind of, supposedly, there's some kind of a master on Rena, leads me to believe that Rena is like populated to some extent, unless the only person on Rena is that master that is in charge of the red women. But I am like really curious to see what Rena is like, because I'm still I'm of the belief that Rena is in some kind of disarray, or like it's falling apart to some extent, and that's why they are trying to steal astral energy from Dahna. Here's the thing, what results in more damage? 15% more damage or double art use, because the inverse of 1/2 is times 2. Yeah. Half AG cost equals double art use. With the way the normal attack limit works in this game, you use arts more than the normal attack, I feel like, most of the time. But the main thing is not necessarily how much damage you're dealing. I think the main thing is that theoretically, if you get to double the amount of arts you use in one combo, you keep the enemy stuck in the broken situation longer, right? Because like when you break an enemy and therefore they start staggering, as long as you don't stop hitting them, they stay staggered. I'm pretty sure they usually just always stay staggered until you run out. It'll also be a lot easier to proc Mystic Arts. But Flame Sword Arts are more powerful with 15%. That's true, because Flame Sword Arts don't use AG. That's a really fair point. I think both are perfectly viable. But let me put it another way. Unless the game is gonna give me a tier 5 warrior emblem, the point is mute. Because I would rather just have the tier 5 half AG cost thing and then put like an attack 120 on it. 1 or 2 of them. And like, if we can get like 2 attack 1+20s, if that's even an option. I've seen penetration 1+20. I don't know if attack 1+20 is the same. I know there's +60 at least. But, Flame Sword Arts need elemental attack instead of regular. Oh yeah, that's true. I don't know why I didn't think of that. You're right. Flame Sword Arts would use elemental attack, wouldn't they? That's very true. So we would have to put an elemental attack one on anyways, which means our normal arts wouldn't get the benefit from it. I think this is pretty good. I think that like having it where your AG is halved most of the time is probably the best way to go about it, at least for my playstyle. Because then you can just like spam like 4 or 5 arts and then finish with an incineration wave.